Ever wondered how countries smaller than your local neighborhood can wield influence that rivals global superpowers? Welcome to the intriguing world of the 10 smallest nations on the map, where size is no barrier to astonishing wealth, power, and unexpected twists. These tiny territories may be easy to overlook, but their impact and stories will leave you questioning everything you know about what it means to be a country. So, without wasting any time, let's get going through this amazing journey. First up, let's zoom in on Vatican City. Blink, and you might miss it because this country is just 0.49 square kilometers. Yes, that's not a typo. You heard it right. Located in the heart of Rome, Vatican City is the world's smallest independent state, both in area and population. Despite its tiny size, Vatican City is the bustling heart of the Roman Catholic Church and home to the Pope himself. Art lovers will be thrilled to find masterpieces like St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel within this compact space. Here's a fun fact. Vatican City has an ATM with instructions in Latin. So, if you ever need to withdraw some euros and brush up on your Latin, you know where to go. And speaking of small things, Vatican City boasts the world's shortest railway, which is only 300 meters long. It's more of a hop than a ride, but it still counts. Next, we head to Monaco, the glamorous playground of the rich and famous. At 2.02 square kilometers, Monaco is tiny but packs a punch. Picture this. 1 in 3 residents is a millionaire. That's right, you're more likely to bump into a millionaire here than anywhere else on Earth. Monaco is dripping in luxury, from its iconic casinos to its glittering yachts. The annual Monaco Grand Prix is a must-see event, where fast cars zip through the narrow streets faster than you can say Monte Carlo. Despite its small size, Monaco doesn't do anything halfway. It doesn't have its own airport. Why bother when you can hop in a helicopter and be in France or Italy in minutes? And if you're a James Bond fan, you'll feel right at home in Monaco's casinos, where high stakes and high fashion go hand in hand. Leaving the glitz of Monaco behind, let's zoom out and head across the Pacific to the remote island of Nauru. This tiny nation is 21 square kilometers, making it the third smallest country by area. With around 10,800 residents, Nauru is also the second smallest by population. Once, Nauru was rolling in wealth thanks to its rich phosphate deposits, making it one of the richest countries per capita. But as the phosphate ran out, so did the wealth, leaving Nauru to face some tough challenges. Despite its ups and downs, Nauru is home to unique wildlife, like the Nauru reed warbler, a bird you won't find anywhere else in the world. Nauru has no armed forces, relying on Australia for defense. So, if you're looking for a place where the biggest threat is running out of sunscreen, Nauru might be your kind of island. And on the map, it's so small that you might need a magnifying glass to spot it in the vastness of the Pacific. From the Pacific, let's zoom in on Tuvalu, a tiny island nation that's 26 square kilometers. Tuvalu is made up of 9 islands, scattered like pearls across the vast Pacific Ocean. With a population of around 11,464, it's one of the least visited countries in the world. Seriously, more people probably visit your local mall in a day than visit Tuvalu in a year. But what Tuvalu lacks in tourists, it more than makes up for in charm. The islands have no ATMs, so if you're planning a visit, bring cash and maybe a map, because these islands are spread out over hundreds of kilometers. Tuvalu is on the front lines of climate change, with rising sea levels threatening its very existence. On a brighter note, Tuvalu's domain name, TV, has brought in significant revenue, helping to improve the country's infrastructure. So every time you tune in to your favorite show online, you might be supporting this little island nation. Next, we travel to Europe's hidden gem, San Marino. This tiny republic covers only 61 square kilometers and is completely surrounded by Italy. San Marino proudly claims to be the oldest constitutional republic in the world. Founded in 301 AD with a population of around 33,000, San Marino is like a time capsule, preserving medieval architecture and offering stunning views from Monte Titano. Think of standing at the top of a mountain, surrounded by centuries-old castles, with the rolling hills of Italy stretching out as far as the eye can see. San Marino attracts around 3 million visitors each year. That's right, this tiny nation draws more tourists annually than it has residents. San Marino has its own currency, the Sammarinese lira, though it also uses the euro to keep things interesting. Now let's head to the landlocked nation of Liechtenstein, nestled snugly between Switzerland and Austria. Covering 160 square kilometers, Liechtenstein may be small, but it's a powerhouse with a population of about 39,000. This constitutional monarchy has one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world, thanks to its status as a tax haven. But it's not all about money. Liechtenstein is also known for its stunning alpine landscapes. Visualize the view after waking up to the sight of snow-capped mountains every day. It's like living in a postcard. Liechtenstein has no army, relying on Switzerland for defense. With numerous museums and art galleries, Liechtenstein is a cultural haven for those who appreciate the finer things in life. On the map, you'll find it nestled like a jewel in the heart of Europe, surrounded by towering peaks and lush valleys. Crossing the ocean again, we arrive in the Marshall Islands, a nation of 29 atolls and over 1,000 islands spread across the Pacific. Spanning 181 square kilometers, this small country played a significant role during the Cold War as a site for nuclear testing, leaving lasting effects still felt today. Despite these challenges, the Marshall Islands has emerged resilient, known for its vibrant culture, traditional navigation techniques, and lively festivals. Like many Pacific nations, it faces the threat of rising sea levels, but its rich traditions and close-knit communities keep its spirit strong. On the map, it's a tiny scattering of dots, but this nation has a big heart. From the Pacific, we jet off to the Caribbean, where the twin island nation of St. Kitts and Nevis awaits. Covering just 261 square kilometers, it's the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere, but it's packed with natural beauty and history. With a population of around 53,000, St. Kitts and Nevis is known for its lush landscapes, pristine beaches, and historical sites like Brimstone Hill Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Assume exploring a fortress that has stood for centuries, overlooking the sparkling Caribbean Sea. The country has a thriving tourism industry, with visitors flocking to enjoy the sun, sand, and a slice of Caribbean paradise. St. Kitts and Nevis gained independence from the UK in 1983, and since then, it has become a peaceful haven where life moves at a relaxed, island pace. On the map, you'll find these two islands sitting side by side like a pair of emeralds in the blue Caribbean waters. Our next stop takes us to the Seychelles, an archipelago of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean. Covering 459 square kilometers, Seychelles is known for its breathtaking beaches, crystal clear waters, and unique biodiversity. The country has a population of about 98,000, and it's a true melting pot of cultures, influenced by African, French, and Indian traditions. Seychelles is home to some truly remarkable wildlife, including the Aldabra giant tortoise, which can live for over 100 years. Imagine strolling along a pristine beach with one of these ancient creatures ambling by your side. The country's economy is a mix of tourism, fishing, and agriculture, and it's one of the most environmentally conscious nations in the world. If you're looking for paradise on Earth, Seychelles might be it. On the map, it's a tiny cluster of islands northeast of Madagascar, but in reality, it's a slice of heaven. And finally, we arrive in Palau, a country of stunning natural beauty in the Western Pacific. Palau covers 459 square kilometers, the same size as Seychelles, but with a much smaller population of around 18,000. This diver's dream is famous for its rich marine biodiversity and pristine coral reefs. The waters around Palau are a vibrant underwater world, teeming with life, and it's no wonder that it's a top destination for scuba diving and snorkeling. The country is deeply committed to environmental conservation, having established several marine protected areas to preserve its underwater treasures. Palau's unique political relationship with the United States ensures its defense, while allowing the country to focus on protecting its natural environment and maintaining its rich cultural traditions. On the map, Palau might look like a small dot in the vast Pacific, but it's a treasure trove of natural beauty. So, which of these tiny nations shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're always in the loop. Make sure to watch our other videos. You won't want to miss